Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live again. StraightJacket podcast 280. We are 20 podcasts away from the 300 mark, which is phenomenal. Big up to everyone who's been part of the journey, been here, you know what I mean, left or have been part of it. Love to you all. And we're here to discuss all things Man United, man. You know what the StraightJacket podcast is all about. Big up to Minna, big up to Nuruddin, big up to Musa. How you guys all doing? Everyone having a good day? What's going on, guys? You all good?
Yeah.
Everything blessed. Minna, how you doing? Everything good there? I see Mario. I see no pick, no. What was Anthony having? What was his one? Sonic.
Nah.
Sonic fan.
I'm not putting that there. Now that he celebrated with it.
Yeah. Big up. Obviously, Nuruddin's in the building as well. Always big up to him. Listen, I seen him the other day, man. I said, we're going to the game, man. Sheffield United game. Are you coming, Nuruddin? I said, let me get in the Uber. He said, nah, I'm going to a play. And then what did I do? I didn't go to Burnley. You know what I mean? I just followed Nuruddin's suit. You know? But now, big up to Nuruddin. Hope you're well, man. But let's get straight into it, man. Let's not mess around. Let's get straight into it. Rashford. Breaking news. First came from the Telegraph, but now David Ornstein, Man United's preference is to keep Marcus Rashford and help bring 26-year-old, back to form. Man United would only consider sale if substantial bids arrive and England International decides he wants to take on new challenge. Guys, what are we saying? I'm going to start with Minna. Rashford. A, would you want to sell him? And B, what would it take you to sell Marcus Rashford?
I thought Musa couldn't believe it. I thought he walked off when you said that. I have a stance on Rashford. I think for his own sake and for United's sake, he should just go. Like, I don't have negative feelings for Rashford. I actually think he's a good player. I just think he finds himself in an unfortunate situation quite often at United where he'll have one good season, then that season instead of building on the season before, it's just he goes back to square one. And I think now is at a point where for him to get booed at Coventry at Wembley, I think that says a lot between fans and him now. What United class as a substantial price, I don't know, because they might value him, like I always say this, they might look at the way that Chelsea have inflated the market and think, you know what,
true.
If Mudryk can go for 100, we need to get 120, 130 for him. But realistically, I don't think he's going to get that. I don't think United will get that. So it depends also on what United value him at. But my stance is I would love for him to improve and, but he's in his prime, and you can't be spending your prime years in and out of form. You can't be doing that. When the team is not good, you rely on your big name player to be the bright spot, and he hasn't been that. And just for his sake and for the club's sake, because next year United could get a new manager. 2 years into the new manager's project, it might not be working. Rashford's going to be the face of it all over again. People are going to be like, oh, Rashford, he's been here now for 10 years or whatever. So just for his sake and for the team's sake, I think he should go. I don't want him to, but I think he should.
You know what's mad? It's true, because if we don't cash it up now, and he loses his pace and he's not the same player anymore, we're going to be stuck with a player like that. And look at Arsenal, how long it took to get rid of Theo Walcott. You know what I mean? Let's be real. There's certain players that end up staying and they're part of the furniture, man. Like, we don't want to be doing that, man. I think for me, the best thing for do would sell him on the summer. But then again, who's going to come in and pay that amount of money for a player? Because like I said to you, Mina said Chelsea have inflated the market. If Mudryk is costing 66 million, what's Rashford going to cost? You know, if Leao's costing 100 odd million, what's Rashford going to cost? You know, so I don't know. Personally, for me, people are saying 40, 50 million. Listen, let's be realistic. It's not going to be 40, 50 million. But if United did want to sell him, they're going to want at least 120 to 150, maybe. I don't know. At least between 100, Musa, between 100 to 150. They're going to want that range because they're thinking 26, England international. He's still got the PR, the brand. You know, let's be real.
Yeah, that's mad. I'll be looking at between the 80 to 100 for Rashford.
Yeah, true.
I think 80 and 100, you're good. It's definitely more than Kai Havertz. But I keep on thinking I can see Rashford at Arsenal, you know. I think he's a key. He's like, for the Premier League, for the brand, to have him and Saka in the same team. I think there'll be players or managers out there who think they can get more out of him. I think Arsenal fans would definitely take on a Rashford. And I think looking at them type of signings that they made, like with a Declan Rice, having Rashford and Saka in there, I think Arsenal, especially what they've paid for Declan Rice, I think Arsenal will stump up 80 million for a key signing to also bolster their brand. And even though Arsenal are a big brand, but can you imagine the amount of shirts he would sell at Arsenal?
Yeah.
What he can do. And I don't think he's worse off than Martinelli or my man that can't start up front. And I think if they were able to get, because I think with a new challenge, if they got the Rashford we had last season, scoring goals and doing that, they would be happy. If they got the 20 goal plus Marcus Rashford celebrating with his, it's all in the head. Arsenal fans would be happy with that. And if that's off the back of winning a league title, I think they would be. So I think if he wanted to stay, I wouldn't think Chelsea is a good move for him. I think that's the only other team that you could see him who would get that type of money out if he was to stay here. But I think Marcus Rashford moving to Arsenal would be a good move for him, staying in the country, getting his career back on track and having a new challenge with that young squad that they got over there. I think that would be a good move for him. Other than that, internationally, maybe if he believes in themselves, going to Italy, I don't think France would be the right move for him. I don't see him going Spain. So, and I don't think, also looking at Sancho and what's coming out with that, I don't think people are fighting to come back to Man United. I don't think it's not what we think as a fan base. People are not out there on loan thinking, I need to get back to United.
I need to get back into this team. Yeah, it's true, It's
true, trying to get back into this team or get back into this club like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw movement. And remember, we had that summer, was it the summer before, with his brother going back and forth?
Yeah. Back and forth and that. Yeah. Of course, 100%. So, a big up King Lace. He says, I can't believe this is a topic. I promise you Rashford will be lining up for United on the left wing next season. But the problem is, though, the report came out from the Telegraph here that United were going to do a serious sort of rebuild in terms of, they were going to sell some high key names, basically. And obviously, David Ornstein came out and basically said, but, it depends on certain situations going out for certain people. So I do believe United need to sell a couple of key men in this team for us to be serious, man, because I can't lie, there's too many favourites, there's too many fan favourites, there's too many, what would I call, people that think that two players rely on the whole team. We need players that just make us better. And I think for me, this story of Rashford in and out, consistency, inconsistency, I think everybody's tired of it, man. We're going to be talking about that this next season. We're going to talk about the following season. Rashford, is he back to full best? Is he confident? Is he loving football? But this report came out from Telegraph anyway. He said, Man United are prepared to listen to offers. Majority of the first-team squad, bar rising stars like Milo, Garnacho, Højlund, ready to adopt ultra-flexible approach to window. Won't actively look to sell Rashford, but will give real considerable offers. Nuruddin, where are you on Rashford? Do you think, back born and bred, from what you know of Manchester, United would ever even entertain selling like this? Remember we sold Danny Welbeck? I'm not saying they were similar quality, but remember we sold Danny Welbeck? He was back born and bred. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. To me, the club is too toxic, too rotten for all that man born and bred, mate. If the football club is stable and if the football club has got all these ducks in order, then you could say, you know what, okay, this player is not good enough, that player. we never truly know. For me, there's things going on with Rashford. You know, at the times where he was playing with broken bones in his back and his leg. Remember, you know, the Europa League final, and then he couldn't. He was saying that he couldn't even help to get his boot on. There's all this kind of things surrounding it, and at times where in the press he wanted to talk about some of these things, people have gagged him. So I'm honestly, I could give you loads of the examples. Now, did Marcus Rashford consent to being the main guy at Manchester United? Yeah. And you know what happens when you become the main guy, the poster boy for the Glazers and the bankers and the commercial lot? Because that's what we are. We're a commercial football club.
Yeah.
When you say yes and consent to that and take the money, then you are going to get the flat. So before, remember, it used to be Pogba. Oh, Pogba, get him out of here. Get him out of my club. Get him out of my club. Pogba goes, what happens? Manchester United back to square one. So it's almost kind of like we sometimes get frustrated because we go to the football games, we watch with our own eyes, and we see people walking around, and we're like, you know what? Don't be doing that. And don't do this here. At least run around, man. At least run around. At least give us something. So for me, I personally believe him and Martial were talented, and both of their careers have been spurned by Manchester United. They didn't have the right coaches. They didn't have the right development. They weren't developed enough. Because Manchester United do helter-skelter. We go from Louis van Gaal to Jose Mourinho. If you know anything about football...
Oh, I thought Musa was asleep, by the way. I was like, yo, Musa, you all right there? It's not. It's his intellect's gone. Yo, go on. Carry on, Lauren.
So, yo, Manchester United will do that to you.
Trust me.
Big up Musa. So, the point that what I was making was that for his own, I think for Marcus Rashford to prove that he's genuinely a good footballer, right? He needs to leave Manchester United.
Facts.
And he needs to go to a stable football club.
Yeah.
Where it's just
Arsenal.
Like,
I think Arsenal would be a good move.
Just focus on the game, focus on the football.
Arsenal are stable now. Arsenal are in title talk. They're stable as a football club. They've got the best out of Kai Havertz. Arteta seems to not really get bad signings.
I think listen, he's a United fan, right? Basically, I actually think going to PSG would do him a lot. Because there,
not for me.
No, I'm telling you, something, right?
You think the Ultras will take that? You think the Ultras? We're soft, yeah. We're soft as United fans. You see what the Ultras do? They make banners. They made banner for Neymar. They said to Neymar, yo, if you don't rate us and if you're not trying, then get out the team. They made banners for their players.
No, but
and we go on like it's abuse and criticism. They make banners, bro.
Listen, what I'm saying to you is that in terms of like that's a stable football club where he would get the pay. He would, because at the end of the day he's gonna get the same. Big up Sophia.
Yeah, big up Sophia. Yeah.
Our sister Sophia. At the end of the day, it's simple. Sorry. Manchester United, the only club that's giving Manchester United 80 million is Paris Saint-Germain. The only club in Europe giving Rashford 350 grand is Paris Saint-Germain.
I know.
Right? So let's be realistic. Arsenal ain't giving him 300 grand.
No.
Arsenal not giving Manchester United 70 or 80 million. I don't
think they are paying Havertz a lot of money, though. You know, Havertz is on what's he on, Miller? Do you remember that when David Odyssey brought the news about?
I think he's
Havertz?
on 200.
He's around the 200
mark. He's around the 200 mark.
Yeah, but saying 200 mark to 300 grand.
No, I think it's on more. Havertz current wages. I'm seriously. I think he's on more than that.
He's on 280 apparently.
280 he's on. He's on 280 grand a week.
If Arsenal are going to give him that amount of money and pay Manchester United 80 million, then yeah, he can go there. Like you said, they're stable. But the only other club that I see in Europe that is stable enough to pay him that and to play him on that, and there's a position actually for him. There's a position for him if Leao doesn't go there. Because some people are saying Leao might go to Barcelona. I don't know if you heard those rumors, but Leao next season
he's on a big money. His release clause is 175 million euros, I think it is.
Yeah, but that's Barcelona, innit? Madness. Another
dodgy.
Like what are those things? Levers, innit? At least
they can do levers. Yeah.
Let me get this. So the point what I'm making, just to finish up, is that that's the only club, and I personally think for his own sanity, for his own development, from his own thing, he needs to go. Like, because I wouldn't take this BS abuse from Manchester United fans where they're abusing my family and stuff. I would go because I genuinely think that I can never judge I can call it out when he's walking, Saeed, around the football
Yeah.
pitch, and he's not trying, and it looks like he can't be asked. I can call that out. But I don't know what's behind the toxic. I know what's behind. We know what's behind a toxic football club. It's not a stable place where you can 100% judge players.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm harsh on Bruno because that guy can never be subbed. It's like he's got clause on his contract, like, and I can't have a footballer who can never be subbed, who has to play every minute of every game and never be subbed, even when he's injured. Like, that's some ridiculous thing. So for me, he can go, and I wish him well because I just think to prove to people that he's a good player.
Yep. Facts. Big up Andy Wallace. No club in the world is paying 350 grand a week to Rashford. He's not a player that good enough or plays the team like Bruno. They play for numbers at a detriment to the team. And I think this comment here, off topic, but salary cap approved by Premier League clubs. Only City, United and Villa voted no. What's the incentive to come to United now? Football heritage. Yeah, we will discuss that as well. Apparently now there's going to be a spending cap now, so United better be spending correctly because now it's going to be a bit of a madness. Guys, there's 1,000 people in the building. Make sure you lot smash the likes up. But you know, going back to you, Mina, like, do you reckon the fan base are ready for a rebuild though? Because I don't think the fan base are ready, man. When I put that thing up today, like, you know, this is a perfect time to cash in. Everyone's like, no, but this is our best 2 players. And like, are we ready to cash in? Because I don't think we are as a fan base. I really don't think we are.
No, I don't think United have the patience for a rebuild. But then again, because United, I think what has messed United up just in general when it comes to a rebuild, we can't be rebuilding, by the way, every summer. United have pretty much been in a rebuild every summer over the last couple of years. What has messed United up is the past rebuilds, the transfers, wages, the salaries, bringing in players that didn't fit the system. I mean, 2 years ago, United brought Casemiro. Now they're trying to offload him. They're going to try to offload him this summer. You know, they brought in players like Anthony, wasn't value for his money. Now he's going to be part of, again, that rebuild. We don't have the patience for the rebuild because what United have been going through the last decade or so. I don't think people have the patience for that. But can I say, like, because the guy at the Telegraph was saying it's 3 players that are untouchable to United this summer: Kobbie Mainoo, Garnacho, Højlund.
Yeah.
For me, Kobbie is the only untouchable player currently. I think other people still have something to prove. I think Garnacho can be on that level too, but I feel like he's, you know, not there yet, but he's got something to prove. And I think he can definitely get there as well. But, you know, it's quite telling. I think, especially with this new transfer cap or the salary cap, United will have to United have to get transfers to spend money. And they cannot rely on people like Donny van der Beek and Palestri and Alvaro Fernandez. That's getting you like 10 million at best.
10 million at best, I know.
Combined,
yeah.
Let's be realistic. Then on top of that, they still got people like Brandon Williams off the book. They have to sell the named players. I mean, losing Varane on a free this year is funny because that's a guy that you could have got something for.
But United fans are happy. They're happy with that, though. They're happy with it.
And you know what's funny to me is Varane is United's best defender. Varane is the best defender at Manchester United. And this narrative that he's injury prone has ruined what caliber of a player that he is. Would I keep Varane? Yes, 100%. I would have let go of Lindelof, but United did the opposite and gave Lindelof the 1-year extension, which it is what it is. But when it comes
you know why? Because he's happy to be there for
he's
less
happy
money.
to do that. Yeah, he's there for the vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like he's there for the vibe. He's just happy to be there, to be part of the experience and everything. But for me, a rebuild is going to happen this summer. But can I say it's not going to happen over one summer? It's not going to be a one summer stop shop kind of thing where United's going to sell half their squad and then bring in a whole new squad. And the sad thing is, by the way, Erik ten Hag has brought in over 10 players, and they are going to be part of the players that United need to offload now. Do you know how sad that is? That is very sad.
Or enabled to stay here. You know what I mean? Like the likes of McTominay. Like, you know what I mean? This is why this summer is so key. And obviously the sporting director and whatnot. They have to get rid of these players. I mean, big up to Killis. He says, here, we need a real build. Too many players are here for multiple managers' systems. Hopefully a consistent philosophy is made by the football structure. You know what it is with me, though? Like, even when you sell Casemiro this summer, you're cool, you sell him and that, but like, you know what I mean? You're missing a part of the mentality of the football club as well. Like, you got to be able to kind of sell well as well. You know, if you're selling players, like, you're going to lose a lot of the kind of, like, the key. Like, if you lose Varane and Casemiro this summer, and we don't replace them right, yo, that could be detrimental to the team, bro. Because right now, you look at we got past failures in the team. A lot of past failures, Musa. And you know what I mean? They want to keep them. You know, I'm happy. Keep them, innit? Then later on, don't complain when nobody's accountable. You know, it's true.
When we speak, they say we're toxic, we're this, we're that. Listen, when this brother came 2 years ago, they told us it was a rebuild. 2 years later, 400 million spent, we're still talking about rebuilds.
Yeah.
It's like, and then if you would have told me when we had McFred as the midfield, that 2 years from now or a season from now, we would have had a midfield of Casemiro and Eriksen, I would have thought like, yeah, things have changed. We're trying to, you know, possession based. We're trying to play a different style of football. But we have these type of players. They get put into midfields that expose them. You know, they get put in midfields a lot of the time that have people that's not tracking back, or they're not playing in the system that's actually helping them to actually be able to play a certain type of football, or even a certain type of way. And I think from the start of the season, when Casemiro was being exposed, and a lot of the time he was in there with McTominay, I think the brother just said, this is long. Like, you've had me running around like I've never won anything. You've got me getting skinned by a man that should not be skinning me on the pitch. I'm not involved. He said, this is a long day. And for me, I don't care what anyone says to me. Football is just like any other occupation, any other job. If you go to a job and you're doing more than everyone else in your job, and certain men are just doing nothing, but they're still on the same level of you as you, or they're still getting paid like you, you're just going to end up saying, I'm doing too much. I'm not doing anything, because why am I the only one out here trying to make things happen? Man, last season, Casemiro was our best player. Wasn't he voted the best player of the season or something?
Yeah. Like, he was close. Yeah,
he was close.
He was up there. Yeah, of course.
He put in numbers. Yeah. So all of a sudden, from putting in the numbers that he put up to everyone saying, being a fan favorite, from everyone saying he's miles better than Thomas Partey and having that big debate because he was doing that, to come into this season, being exposed with a midfield of McTominay and Bruno, and then everyone's saying that he's dead. Yes, Casemiro is not playing to the level that he was playing last season, but I'm not having this 6-month drop-off that man's telling me that he's gone and he's not able to do anything. I'm sure Casemiro on a different team and a different system will still be, and if you can kind of protect him in ways that he needs protecting, you'll totally see a different level. And it's the same with Eriksen. When you see Eriksen come on, you see that, you know, the midfield's a bit more controlled, you know, the passes are a bit more controlled. And then again, yes, he's not as mobile as before, but then you have to create systems that kind of protect these type of guys. Why have we got these young players as well around them who are more mobile and also should have the quality? But again, McTominay is one of those players who, if he's not scoring goals, he doesn't do anything. So he's always the wrong person to kind of partner up in the middle of the pitch with someone, you know what I'm saying, like a Cass or an Eriksen. So we find ourselves in the same problems. But again, what I don't understand is how, the system, see the system, it doesn't protect players. A lot of the time when we see players at Liverpool, or we see them at Arsenal's or Cities, and then they go on like Sterling, that will go on to Chelsea, and man say Sterling's dead. It's not that he's dead, but Pep had a system that kind of protected his flaws and didn't allow him to do things that he knew he weren't good at. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He simplifies the game for them at a high level. And this is what good managers do. A lot of the time people say, Pep's killed, you know, the joy out of football, because he simplifies the game. He says, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to deal with it. And we're going to win games and we're going to win it. Then your skill can come out. Then your ability can come out, but get the simple things right. Us, here, we expose you. If we know you're not good at pace, we're going to make you play a high line, like example of Maguire, like we did for years. And we've come to see that if you put Maguire in a certain type of system, he's not that bad. He's not the worst. You know what I'm trying to say? But Man United, you know, year in, year out, we're getting managers who are not getting the best out of the players that they have. And then the fan base ends up saying...
Let me ask you a question. Before I do that, big up to Adiwale. Says, Garnacho needs to be sold. He's going to be fair forever like Rashford. He's the worst first touch at United. All right, listen, Adiwale, man. Leave Garnacho alone.
Adiwale, listen. The kid is what, 19 or 20, whatever
19.
Right, he's going to get better, man. He's been one of our most potent strikers and goals this season.
He
has to develop his game. But one thing I'll say to Adiwale, you do not have to worry about Garnacho. He's gonna go in a year or 2 years' time to either the Madrid teams. Trust me.
No, he's not. Relax, man. He's not.
He is.
He's not.
Saeed.
No, he's not going Real Madrid, man. He's not going Real Madrid.
No,
Atletico Madrid possibly, yeah, but not Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
I said any of the Madrid. It's any Spanish team.
Yeah.
He's going back to Spain, so don't worry about him.
Can I just say something though? Let me ask you a question, yeah. Big up, guys, there's 1,000 people in the building. Please hit the like button. Let's get to 500 likes if we can, people. Let me ask you a question, yeah, because I don't know what the fan base want. Because Musa's talking about like systems and styles and Guardiola. Like, what does this fan base want? Because when you go to Old Trafford, yeah, Lordy, you always know, like, we get bored of like passing it around. You know, we get bored of like, you know, playing out for the back. Like, we don't know what we want as fan base. Like,
we've not been shown how good, effective he can be from playing out from the back. We don't get bored. We get bored of players passing the ball around the back and keeping possession. We get bored of like possession without penetration. We get bored of all those things.
So does Tuchel make sense then in terms of
or
Deserbi?
I'm not here for Tuchel, man.
Bro, it's gonna happen, man. I think he's the favourite for this job. I really think he's the favourite for this job.
Saeed, listen, you're getting gassed because his PR are linking him. You know, he was flaying. It was so obvious how he was playing with Manchester United because he's got a couple of chums in the press. Yeah, people who like him in the press. They're saying he's not getting it. To me, I'll be absolutely shocked if Tuchel gets the Manchester United job. I'll be shocked.
If this Omar Barrera guy,
I'll be shocked,
who's been at City and knows the type of managers they want to take over Pep, doesn't go and poach one of those managers or that type of list that they already had, I'll be shocked because there's no way Tuchel is the manager they want to take over Pep. That's not the type of manager. They know the type of managers. Like they know who they want. The Zerbi, my man at flipping their other partner club in Spain.
Potter's still lurking around. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so
but you know what it is? I think it could be again. Also, it could be who's available. Like De Zerbi has made it clear that he's kind of like carried off at Brighton, isn't it? He's one of them. Like, but INEOS will go down to whoever's available, and they will go say, you know what, Tuchel, are you available? Let's go.
Because people are rinsing De Zerbi, but De Zerbi's 10 points behind United.
I know. By the way, that's why I was backing him last night. I was backing De Zerbi last night.
He's got a crap team. He's got hardly any players. He's had bare injuries. His best players have been stolen, and he still manages to be 10 play. Like Brighton are where they should be. They're 12th in the league.
But you know what? Let me ask you. But you know what it is? Yeah, I was checking. Listen, social media is a funny place. People are more warm into Tuchel than De Zerbi right now.
Mad. I've seen
it's mad. I know. It's crazy. You seen it? You see a lot of people, because you know what it is though? They're looking at De Zerbi. He hasn't won anything, but to be fair, he can't win anything.
11 players out injured. 11, that's a team.
Yep. A lot of players are wanting more Tuchel.
Sandro and Shaw being out.
Yeah.
So
even Peter Schmeichel was talking about Tuchel on being sport.
Man,
you know what I mean?
They're all sucking him off, man. I'm sorry, but they are. They are. I'm sorry, they are. My guy was clearly flirting with Manchester United. See him? He wants to have Manchester United on his TV. It's ridiculous. This is all coming from him. De Zerbi, if you want to say, what football do you want? I
want proactive. I want entertaining football. I want to be entertained.
Do you think Brian keep the ball for De Zerbi? De Zerbi football is not keeping possession for possession's sake. It's
no. There's intent to it.
Create chances. But if it's all his players are injured, his football is intense. Tuchel for me is another Antonio Conte. I swear to God, is another Antonio Conte. 3 at the back business. I'm not here for it. I'm sorry. I'm not here for this bullshit. I'm not. It's another Antonio Conte, mate. He's just a younger. You know what it is? He's just more. You know what it is? Yeah.
Conte, by the way, is going to Napoli, so don't worry. Conte is going to Napoli. Don't lose any more head, Lordan.
Antonio Conte, I tell you, Antonio. Listen, Tuchel is it's somebody like who's got a it's another Antonio Conte, but one with a master's degree. That's what it is. That's what it is. He's got a master's. He's got a master's.
Know what it is though?
He's been on the run yet.
At Chelsea, he weren't too bad at Chelsea. Yeah, let's be honest. He weren't that bad at Chelsea. It's just that for me, I thought his football was so pragmatic. I thought his football was very, very dull. 5 at the back stuff. You know what I mean? It wasn't great.
Didn't he take over Klopp at Dortmund?
Yeah, Dortmund. Yeah. Dortmund.
But the fact that Liverpool didn't want him to take over Klopp at Liverpool says everything that I need to know. The fact that they knew he was available. And
they went for a guy. They went for Slot, yeah, who's a really good footballer. He's a really good coach.
Yeah, big up Abdi Haas. His final months were very, very toxic at Chelsea.
Look at this guy, Samson. Who's this guy, Samson, every week? So De Zerbi gets slapped every week.
Now, right now, let's be honest. He is getting slapped every week now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Guys, be objective when you're analysing De Zerbi. Be objective. Okay, go on.
I'm being objective. I think he's checked out. Remember, he came out. He's quite fiery character. Remember when he was on Sky, when they played Liverpool and he was on Sky Sports?
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm not signing a new contract. I think he's checked out.
I think so as well.
Listen, they're not chasing top 4, right? They're not chasing top 6.
I think they're 12th now. I think they're 12th.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say to you. They're not getting relegated. So the players have checked out. Everybody's thinking about the summer.
They're on holiday and they've got injuries. But the one thing I'll do say, I've seen their games and I've seen how they still play. They've had moments in their games where they should be scoring. Like, I'm not looking at a team like United.
Arsenal. I look at Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking
at that first half.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not looking at a team who's losing 3s and 4s, and I'm like, where they
You're looking at style, innit? Substance. You're looking at style and substance. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like that.
Who still could have scored, who's still attacking, who's still having possession of the ball.
This is why I'd rather take De Zerbi over Tuchel, because I know on the long run we'll be better as a team. Whereas with Tuchel, we'll be good for like maybe 8 to 10 months, and then it'll go downhill.
Listen,
you know, similar to Ten Hag.
We've always said it, guys. There's a way to lose.
He's another Conte. What? Tell me the other manager that happens to. For the first year, it's amazing. The second year,
it's amazing. And also, he's a cup manager. He's a cup manager as well.
Yeah. German Jose.
Let me big up to Adewale. He says here, United fans have low IQ and listen to Goldas over there and other show. Saeed, I told you deserved the first manager in Brighton history to get Europe, and is about to have the 3rd best finish in Brighton's history. When you look at like Potter's last few finishes, it's been very, very like average. 11th, 12th. It's not done a crazy amount. Like,
he's they're meant to be.
Yeah, they are what they're meant to be. This is what I'm trying to say.
This is him having a bad season.
Shall I tell you who's the underrated one? Iraola. What about Iraola from Bournemouth?
Yeah, he's a good manager. I like him.
I like Iraola,
So I told everybody, wait till he gets the rumble. We were chatting on here and I said, wait, it's going to take him time to basically fade down his fundamentals. And when he does, everybody was laughing at him. Remember, they were getting sacked.
I know. They're saying sack him. They were saying sack him.
Yeah. And then what happened after 3 months, 4 months? Boom. The players have got the pattern of
Bro,
the game.
if they started the way they started, on the trajectory, they would be, I think, in the top 4 or 6 or something like that. Top 6. Had they not had them first 9 losses, or whatever they had, they would have been in the top 6. It's crazy the job he's done over there. I think he's a good manager. I really do think he's a good manager.
Would you take Ten Hag as interim for the next season?
No.
What? Ten Hag?
Yeah, no, I'm saying
he's already manager.
No, but I'm just saying on the basis that they've made a decision that they're not going to renew his contract and that they're getting other things in place. I'm just saying, and they're getting other things in place.
Nah, I'm not willing to wait, man.
I'm also giving I'm always giving my man another year to see what he's really about.
Nah, bro.
Because what I'm saying to you is that because you know one thing that I've realized, we've given every manager money to spend, and every time we give them money to spend, we're replacing their players in the summer. We actually need now Man United to buy players in a system and in an image that they want to see this club moving forward. Like, we really need a group behind the manager that actually understand what they want to see long term. So when they're replacing these managers, they still have the players that can deliver the style that they want. And I think Abramovich had that very well with Chelsea, and they were always able to get rid of managers, add 1 or 2, go on again and win. And I feel like,
I don't think listen, but the problem is, he might relegate us. Yeah. He might relegate us, man. We got to be careful with this manager. The way he's playing football right now, teams will get better. Like Bournemouth will get better.
I want that though, Saeed. I'm not going to lie to you. I want
that. Man. See, I'm not with you there, man. I don't want to suffer.
I want him out.
Get relegated, man.
I want him out. But also knowing that Also having a good transfer
I'm looking at the
window.
long-term goals, man. The long-term, the long way, the long-term, man.
Big up to.
I'm looking at that long-term.
Adiwale says
I got to run.
we got big up man, Musa man, big up man. We got to stop judging managers like they are at our club. Judge managers according to how other managers have done at the same club. Brighton are never supposed to be a top club ever. You know what it is though? I think it's about manager expectations though with us as fans here. Like, you know, I think we're going to struggle for top 4 regardless anyway. So maybe we see good football then. Maybe you're right, Noreen. We're not going to get top 4.
Thank you, Saeed.
No, because I've seen the gap now. I've seen the gap. The gap is 2 for me. We've got to be careful, man.
It's too big.
It's too big.
That's what I'm saying to you. What would you rather me and you cancel everything and go to the game? Or me and you not even be? I have to get sick of it. We want the season to end now.
I want the season to be done now, bro. Right now, end the season.
I'm telling you, end the season.
I don't even care about the FA Cup. I'll be honest with you.
End the season right now. Because we're playing dull football and people are telling me my eyes are lying to me. You have people on socials who will tell me my eyes are lying to me about these massive gaps.
Let me see what Samson say there. Samson says, Saeed, let's be real. None of us watch Brighton every week. To be fair, I watch them when I can.
They're one of
you
my
watch them every week
to watch. I watch them every opportunity I get.
Yeah. Get a Brighton fan on the show.
Smashed, and every
tomorrow
game they got smashed, yeah. They defensively, they made mistakes and they've created chances in every game.
Yeah.
One game, actually, they didn't have a shot for a half. You saw how they done against Liverpool, Saeed.
Yeah. They were brave
Liverpool
on the ball.
Holding on. Liverpool were holding on. Arsenal in that first half for half an hour, they were bullying them. Camped Arsenal defending like dogs for their lives.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want that football. We're not winning Champions League. We're not challenging for a league title in the next 4 years. It's not happening for me in the next 4 years. It's simple, people. We want good football. I want to go to the stadium and see good play. I want to be able to see us play out from the back. I want to be able to see us go overload and score goals. That's what I want. I don't want to rely on 1 or 2 players.
Yeah. He says he'll get a Brighton fan on the show. I will. I know a Brighton fan as well. But he told me De Zerbi ain't ready. The Brighton fan told me De Zerbi 1 year too soon. He should come the next year. And he says Iriola and Glasner are what you man think of De Zerbi. These men are getting pumped like that. But also, you got to remember though, they've not had their kind of what's the word? The bad moments where they get a bit, they have their trials and tribulations. They've not had that yet. Iriola's had a little bit, but now next season he'll be judged even more. Same with Glasner. Glasner's only 3-4 months. Now what can he do next summer? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Whereas De Zerbi has been consistently done well over there since, he's come in. Yeah, it's not worked out now, but it's one of them. Waffles for De Zerbi. So you have never seen him at top club yet. You assume he'll do well at a top club. What if he gets the same injuries as Ten Hag?
Top club, man. What are you on about? You tell me the definition of top club.
No, we are a top club. We don't act like one. We are a top club. We don't act like one.
Listen, we're a big club. We're a top in terms of the name, but we've not played like one. Listen, you tell me about a top club in 11, 12 years. One league, 2 league cups, 1 Europa League, and an FA Cup.
Yeah.
Is that a top club?
When you look at it like that, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a top club.
Who made that comment? Come back at me then. What's a top club, mate? We've not sniffed the league, mate. We've been nowhere near the Champions League.
Where is he? Kryptonite, yo.
Kryptonite, come with it, man. Come with it about waffle. We want good football, mate. I want to be able to go and go to the game and watch good football. That's what I want. And I'm a believer, Saeed, with good football, the connection between the fans and the players will become like that. Then more top players will be able to want to go and play good football.
Yes.
Top players look at it like that. It's not like back in the day. Not every player is a mercenary now. Certain players look at football and go, you know what, I want to go and play football.
You know what it is though? But it comes down to fan expectations. Like next season, it's gonna be aim for top 4 and get a trophy. But the problem is though, if you're gonna suffer with Ten Hag, I'd rather not get top 4 and play good football, but then get a trophy at the end of it. Bro, I'm being honest with you. It's got to a point now where if Ten Hag is next season, I'd rather play good football than without him, not get top 4, but then you get a cup at the end and it goes like that. And then you kind of build on progressively you say, you know what, you're building. Because right now, we've got a manager that supposedly was meant to play good football, but yet still isn't doing that. We've not got top 4, and we might not get a trophy. So we've come out of the season with nothing. Current set of players are better than what Brighton have. United fans will use injuries for Erik ten Hag, but De Zerbi with a shit team has more injuries. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. Yeah, this one comment here, Jack Ramsey. You're spot on. This is a Crystal Palace fan, by the way, here. Glasner's been here for a short period of time and has Palace playing better than United. Mateta scored more goals in 5 games than all your players all season. How many goals has Mateta got? We need to watch out for that, man. We got them next week. We actually got them next week, so that's a bit of a sticky situation. But you know what it is, though? It just comes down to, guys, here. What do you want? Like, I don't know. I think United fans are confused. They don't know what they want. And is it trophies? Is it this? Is it that? What do you want? I want to know. That's what I want to know, Nuruddin, because right now, a lot of the fan base want Tuchel. They do want Tuchel.
But why?
And they don't want De Zerbi.
You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a negative press on De Zerbi. I don't know why. I feel like it's very, very harsh. The negative press on De Zerbi is harsh. Because like HKN said, they are meant to be where they are. They overachieved last season. Their recruitment, Nuruddin, they lost Caicedo and McAllister, and they got Beleba, and I think another guy. Bro, you lost 2 of your best players.
Yeah. They play him, academy players. A lot of academy players in that team. Some of the players that they bought at the end of the day, juggling, and you know what happens in any of these teams who've never had any kind of tradition or culture, like competing in Europe and then playing like Thursday, Sunday, that destabilizes clubs like Manchester United and Liverpool, who always play in Europe, yeah? But little old Brighton, you think Brighton are a big club. Brighton are not a big club. And he's done wonders. Took them to Europe. He took them to Europe, and if it wasn't for the injuries, you don't know what they could have done.
Let me ask you a question, yeah.
And
was De Zerbi always your?
You know, people say to me, "But Nuruddin, that means Ten Hag said, listen, you know the two people that have been consistently injured for United this season, Saeed, who have they been?
Lisandro and Shaw.
And Shaw.
Yeah.
He's got 11 players out.
Yeah, I know.
Saeed,
and you know what is their main players as well? Solly Marsh, Mitoma. Who's the other one as well? There's a couple of others as well. You know that injured for a long while.
They've had injuries for all season. They're up there in the Premier League as some of the most injury-prone players.
Yeah, come on, true. Big up Killis again. I said, I don't know which manager is best. I just want us to play a sustainable brand of football that doesn't put me to sleep. Facts, man. Yeah, you got Enciso, yeah. Enciso and Ferguson were out for a long time as well. But yeah, you're right. Sustainable football is what Man United need. I want to know, Nuruddin. I'm going to Old Trafford. I know what I'm getting. You know what you're getting. I know what I'm getting.
De Zerbi.
And you know, by the way, there's a lot of people saying to me, "Oh, Saeed, you didn't want De Zerbi." I didn't want De Zerbi full stop. I wanted Hansi Flick or the Inter Milan manager. But now you come down a level. It's Tuchel or De Zerbi. And I'm more leaning towards De Zerbi than I am to Tuchel. Because I know in 18 months, I'm going to be Tuchel out. Yeah, I could be De Zerbi out, but I know De Zerbi, I'll temper my expectations because I know he's going to systematically change Man United for the better. I don't know if Tuchel systematically will change Man United for the better. It will just probably be a quick fix. You might win a trophy, but then you'll lead yourself back to square one in a couple of months. Do you get it? I'm really saying, Lauren. Was I know with maybe De Zerbi, there's a long-term gain from that. And that's why I want Hansi Flick or the Inter Milan manager. That's who I want, really. But they're not coming. They're not coming. Amarin is someone I will take as well. But again, he's not going to come.
Inzaghi, yeah.
Inzaghi's the one for me.
Inzaghi's not leaving Inter Milan.
He's not leaving Inter Milan. Why would he leave Inter Milan? Champions League football. You've just won the league. You know, you're in a good place. You know, you've got a good team. Their team is unbelievable. Adiwale, what did you say here? The reason why there's negative press is because a lot of United fans don't understand football. Also, they rate Bruno and doesn't see the harm he causes to our team. Again, one player like Bruno Fernandes, would he survive in a De Zerbi team?
No,
I don't think he would. I don't think he would.
Not the way he plays, anyway. Not the Bruno version that we've got 100%. He'll be super disciplined positionally. He'll be told to stay in the fucking position. Stay in your position. That's what he would be told. At the end of the day, Saeed, it's about the... Listen, I asked you this question loads of times.
Yeah.
Manchester United are not winning no Champions League or not winning league title anytime soon. What do we want in the meantime?
Yeah.
Win, lose or draw, we want good football. Win, lose or draw, I want good football. That's what I want at Manchester United. I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be leaving games.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly it. And by the way, this is saying what's so special about Inter Milan manager. I mean, he's about to lead Inter Milan to the title and reach possibly the highest points total in, I think, Serie A history. I think it is over 100 points. I think like that. So listen, there's a lot to talk about this guy. He's won multiple trophies. He got to the final last year. Yeah, bro, there's a lot to hype about this guy, mate. So you maybe need to do your history on him. You know what I'm trying to say? Bring back Mourinho with Kino as assistant. Black academic. I don't know where you are, mate. I don't know where you are, brother, but we ain't getting him. Yeah, exactly.
Dinosaur football. You want dinosaur football?
Let me ask you a question here. And by the way, there's some rumors, some news coming about INEOS won't announce decision on Erik ten Hag until FA Cup final. Oh man, if they keep him after winning the FA Cup final, Lord, we could be set back.
We're not going to win, Saeed. Come on now.
I know we're not going to win. I know that. So why set your decision based on that then? Why set your decision based on the end of the season when the Euros is 2 weeks away as well? Once we win that final, or once we play that final, should I say, the Euros is 2 weeks away. Then the Copa America starts. Then it's, people go on holiday. Broski, we need to flip in. It's crazy, man.
I think because of the Euros and the Copa America, that's the only thing. I don't think they're going to change him, But because they should have done it already. They should have, unless they've got that manager that they have in position. They've already got the manager in place already.
Yeah. I big up Jack Ramsey. Remember, Saeed, first time you saw Eze play Premier League football was United away when we won 3-1 COVID season. Eze made McTominay and Bruno look stupid when he dropped a shoulder when past. Bro, I've always rated Eze, man. Eze and Elise.
He's injury prone as well, Saeed.
He's not injury prone. Elise is injury prone. Eze, I don't think he is.
He's injury prone. Listen, Eze has like 6 months out, a year out with the injury. He's had loads of different problems, man. I'm not sure about the injuries, man. Unless it's growing pains, innit? Because they're growing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would want the medical test to be done properly on both of them. But anyway, 60 million in each. Anyway, that's what it's been slapped on. That's what rumor I read anyway.
Yeah. Elise, bro, I'll take that. Bro, we need Elise, man.
Listen,
because we're getting rid of players. So, okay, let me ask you a question here. Because if you're getting rid of players this summer, right? How many would you get rid of right now, like, in the squad?
I would get rid of 7, me. In the
7, yeah.
5.
And how much is that raising? That's the problem. We need to raise some money because now there's going to be a salary. There's going to be a price cap.
That will raise about. I'm raising with that 7 players, 5 of them in the starting lineup. I'm sure we could get 40 million for Anthony from somewhere.
Bro, I don't know, man.
Anthony, listen, just go to Saudi, mate. Go to Saudi. You can do your. What is it with that thing that he does when he spins on the ball? Saudis will love that. You know those little checkers.
You have to sell your big names, don't you?
We're
not going to get anything out of this.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. So, with 7 players, 5 of them from the starting lineup, you can raise about 150, 170 to nearly 200 million. You can raise.
Yeah. One thing about Chelsea is that they raised.
Listen, I would
200 odd million. You know. That's, Chelsea, fair play to Chelsea.
Chelsea have always been solid. The 2 the best out of the top teams, the 3 are the best teams in the last decade to sell well.
Also, Mason Greenwood as well. Liverpool, he's another one that could be sold.
No, Chelsea's number 1. Listen, Chelsea number 1. And then it's been Liverpool. Then Man City, then Liverpool. They've been the 3 best-selling clubs. Manchester United in world football are one of the worst football clubs.
Dan James is the only one. Yeah, Dan James is the only one.
I think we made money in Dan James, Chris Smalling, and what's his name? The Dutch player who played in midfield, who Jose got rid of. I think we made
Dutch player. Jose got rid of.
Yeah.
Who?
Blind.
Oh, Daley Blind. He's still bopping it around for Girona, by the way, right now.
Really, of course.
Girona bopping it around, you know what I mean?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Culture
I don't know. Listen,
player, mate.
The Greenwood, you're probably getting around about 50 odd million for Greenwood.
Yeah.
How much are you getting for Greenwood? Be honest.
Well, he's got how many years has he got left on his contract?
2 years left on his contract.
40 million.
Okay, 40 million. Okay, that's 40 million. Plus the 10 million for Donny van der Beek, that's 50. McTominay.
Ericsson, Zilch,
yeah. McTominay, you're getting around about 30 million. Yeah. So that's 90 million. Maguire, I think for me, 15 million. I think he's going to stay, you know, Maguire, you know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why people are thinking Maguire's going to flip in, you know, he's not going to...
We're going to talk about it on more on the Red Pod. But I'll tell you, Maguire, 20 million.
Oh, yeah, Wan-Bissaka as well. Wan-Bissaka has to leave as well. I'm done with him.
35 million. He's one of the best one.
Wan-Bissaka, 35?
Yeah,
You're
one of the best
one-on-one. 35. Are you kidding me?
One of the best one-on-one defenders in world football,
You're getting 15 million max for Wan-Bissaka. 15 to 20 million max.
35 or no go, mate. You can speak in the
35 million. Look, guys, someone chat to Nuruddin, man.
He's the best one-on-one defender in the league, mate.
I don't even know, you know, man. I think for me, that 1v1 is it's hype now. It's hype. It's like the what's his name? Hudson Odoi. That 1v1 is gone now, man. It's gone, mate. I don't see it anymore, that 1v1 defending anymore.
I thought ship sailed.
Yeah, it's a ship sailed, bro. I'll be real with you. You're lucky Musa's not here. Musa would have gassed it up. You know what I mean? I big up to Ajibola Yusuf. Thank you very much, mate. Saeed, don't be naive. There's no point sacking him before the end of the season. Naturally, INEOS will let him finish the season and nail him on to the end. Either ways, he's out of the end of the season. And Eze over Elise. Okay. My thing is, I would sack him now and have a chance to win the FA Cup final. I would sack him now. I would go and get someone in interim and, you know, try and win the FA Cup with a positive attitude or a positive mindset. I would. Bro, listen, I said it, Wayne Rooney.
Rudy!
What's up?
The wheel.
Tell me how good does it feel? We got who?
We got nobody, mate.
We got Garnacho, Hoyland,
and Manu, and Kobe.
And Kobe. Oh, man, we're finished. Eric Teller, big up to Ed Summarize, says, Eric Teller got team dismantled by Frank De Zerbi, Areola, Silva, and struggled against championship level teams. His level is mid-table at best. When you look at it, the Dutch league has humbled him badly, bro. Like, he's gone from a Dutch league where he's the best to now Premier League where he's mid-table average manager. And that could be the same for Arne Slot.
Apparently, he's one of his best friends, director of football now of Ajax.
Yeah. Please take him.
The guy who got the job, and he wants him back. So, yeah, go on, Eric. Come on, Ajax. Pay that compo. Pay that combo, lads.
Yeah. I big up Hadal TV, man. He says, great show, boys. I have no trust at all till I see them selling players. Also, I will leave Aaron as a squad player. And you know what it is? Because I just know that Dalot might go out of form, yeah, and then he'll just put Wan-Bissaka in there. You know what I mean? Let's say a Tuchel. Tuchel will love Wan-Bissaka. He will look. I'm telling you now, Tuchel, if he comes into the squad, yeah, Dyer is playing now for Bayern Munich, Nuruddin. Dyer. So you think he won't play? You think he won't play, Nuruddin? Are you crazy?
I'm sure he'll play Victor Lindelof as well.
Victor Lindelof?
Yeah, Victor Lindelof. He'll play. That's what I'm saying. Tuchel will play Victor Lindelof and Maguire every week as well.
Yeah. Oh, you got Jadon Sancho as well. I'm personally keeping Jadon Sancho if I had the chance. But listen, if he's up for sale,
now it depends who the coach is. If you get a footballing coach, 100%.
Like De Zerbi.
Yeah.
Did you see the stat, by the way? Coach. Sancho is still the second highest chance creator at United after Bruno Fernandes. Then it's Dalot, then it's Rashford way below him. It's crazy, you know. Sancho still has an impact in his team, Nuruddin.
Of course.
And yet United fans...
And it's in the semi-final of the...
You know what I mean? I posted a goal of Sancho on the weekend, man. You know about United fans. Oh, he didn't say sorry to the manager. Why are you backing him? Shut up, man. Seriously. I've had enough of people, man. Seriously. Online, yeah. Like, why are you back? Get out of it, man. I'll do what I want, yeah? I will do what I want, mate.
I'll do what I want. My name is Saeed TV. I'll do what I want.
Nah, genuinely, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, why do you care about this manager that has given us rotten football? That's embarrassed us. That tells us we're playing good football. That's a Mr. Gaslighter. I ain't backing no one like that, bro. You mad? Get out of here, man. He's lying to my face, saying we're playing good football. He's trying to gaslight the 04-05 team. And Paul Scholes is coming out saying, we had a wonderful team. Bro, it's crazy, man. And listen, everybody can have their opinion about Sancho. I'm not saying you're wrong about Sancho, yeah. But when I'm saying what I need to say online, yeah, please, like, let me have my opinion. And you have your opinion. Simple.
All type Paul Scholes.
Now, Paul Scholes, listen, shout out to Paul Scholes because he's like, you disrespected.
No PR. He doesn't do PR. Baby.
Yeah. Bro, he said, yo, you're trying to disrespect my team, you know. Yo, listen, that 04-05 team, yeah, finished third in the league. I think 15 points ahead of Everton, who were in fourth. Had a plus 31 goal difference. Yeah? Who faced a Chelsea team, like I said to you, that were one of the best sides the Premier League has ever seen, that 04-05 team. Like, generally, they could be one of the best teams.
Who finished second?
Arsenal. But they were invincible the season before.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It makes sense. We were rebuilding in the right way. We had Rooney and Ronaldo just about ready to get...
On the pipe. Nani and them are coming.
They were all coming. They were... what are you building? Mason Mount and Anthony. That's what you're building. Get out of here, man. This is why, for me, I can't back him. Anything he says, I don't like. Generally, how can you really back this guy? He's a liar. Like, generally, he's lying to the fans. We are playing good football. We are the most exciting team in the league. Bro, are you
dynamic?
Did
he say the word dynamic?
We're the most dynamic and exciting team in the league, Nordin. And you want me to back him over alleged training issues? And we're not. What are we training? Who's training? Who's training really? Who's really training? We don't see it. Let me say, you know what's mad, yeah? Had we been training, yeah, and had we been playing unbelievable football, I don't think I would be backing Sancho. I genuinely wouldn't, Nordin. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe Sancho isn't pulling his weight because the rest of the team are playing good football and we're playing good football. I would be like, you know what? Nah, Sancho, you're wrong, man. I think you're not playing well and everyone else is playing well. But nobody's playing well. We're shit as a team. So that's why I'm just like, yo, miss me with that. I'm not even getting involved. All I'm saying is, yo, I don't believe you. And he's just defending himself. And that's where I'm at. I don't really have a side. I'm just like, one guy defended himself, one guy accused. I'm here to play football. I'm here to watch good football. I'm here to be a fan of Man United. I'm not a player fan. I'm not a manager fan. I'm here for the betterment of the team. We're going to be here when the manager leaves. We're going to be here when the player leaves. So I don't know what people want, man. So it is what it is.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable in every sense. Listen,
yeah,
managers and players are going to come and go, man. At the end of the day, I don't care what you've done. Even board people, even like directors of football, even like a CEO. Listen, I don't care what you've done other clubs, mate. It's what you're doing for Manchester United. It's what you're doing for me. What are you doing for me? But anyway, Saeed.
Now we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna head over to your channel.
It's gonna be a mad one. Yeah, it's gonna be a mad one. People, listen. The question is simple on United Real Therapy. The question is simple. It's a simple question. What are you expecting from this so-called INEOS revolution?
Yeah.
This so-called INEOS revolution, and we're gonna break it down. That's the question. What are you expecting from this so-called INEOS revolution? Because to me, to be fair, I'm not expecting nothing. And all this, another disappointing result for Manchester United this weekend. Yeah, James Docker's coming out. United, nobody players safe. Nah. Listen, I expect Bruno to be here next year, and Maguire to be here next year, McTominay to be here next year, Rashford to be here next year. That's why Anthony to be here next year. I expect all these players to be here next year, pal. And the people who get scapegoated will be like someone like Casemiro and Varane. And I talked about the Casemiro signing, longevity, but he's been to me, he's been scapegoated this season because you can't play that football by himself where everybody goes up the pitch and leaves him to it. Nah, no, mate.
Yeah.
You need to cut out the spaces. Man, any midfielders will struggle with this tactics. Any midfielders in the world will struggle with this tactics.
Any. Yeah, there's no time for scapegoats. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. But
listen, people, come head over United Real Therapy. Lorna, you're live with Rance as well, innit? At 8 p.m. as well.
Yeah, 8 p.m., yeah.
So people, make sure you're there as well for Rance's show. And guys, like the video on your way out, please, guys. If you're watching right now, it's been a very, very good episode. Please like the video. It's the bottom right corner. It looks like this, and it helps the channel massively. I'll be back tomorrow, but I'll be back live with Nuruddin. It's going to take you over there. I will see you in a bit. Take care. Bye-bye.